Welcome back, peasants. It's 2026 and you all thought I gave up on my dreams. Uh-uh-uh. You didn't say the magic word.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please!
Give 'em the finger wag, peasant. Teach them their lesson. So thanks so much, you guys, for joining us. Indie game dev nerd woodsman the peasant here, and I wanted to show you guys the cool new things I brought to my game. I was boasting about how I wanted a sort of an infinite generating world, but when rubber meets the road, that is quite difficult to do. And it was sort of a very large scoped idea, but I'm sort of sticking to it. I kind of can't give up. And what I'm doing is I just want to show you here the advancements I made. So I now have a mini map that generates tiles, and as you cross one of the tile borders, it'll generate 3 new tiles on the bottom, such that the player is always surrounded by a 8 perimeter of tiles. And that's what Map Magic wants you to do. And I'm using Map Magic to generate these tiles. If you were curious about how to generate infinite worlds and you wanted a good asset for that, I would recommend Map Magic. Alright, so I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm gonna cross over the border of a tile here, and we're gonna see what happens. And hopefully the game doesn't crash. You know the score. Alright, so we just crossed here. We're gonna let things generate here. And what I'm doing is I'm taking a picture of actually this map from way up above. I put the camera up there and I take a picture, and then I stitch it all together as a texture. So that's how you can do that. You can stitch textures together and make a big image. Alright, so you can see how it generated here. We have a new city down there, Saguntia, and we're going to run over to that city and check it out. And this city, Saguntia, is not built in the background. It's built on the fly at runtime. So that's what I've been trying to do all this time, is create a procedurally generating game. And if that's your kind of thing, then you're going to like my game here, because that's what it sort of is steeped in. It's sort of procedurally generated everything. Now I'm going to have to cheat and scheme a little bit, and I might not be able to make it completely procedurally generating, but there is a vision, and I'm sticking to it. And there's a little NPC in our distant town. They're going out to maybe mine a stone or something, but I just wanted to show you guys. We're going to cross the border again. And there's some more NPCs there. He's about to fall off a cliff. He lived. And we're going to run over here. We're going to generate the next set of tiles here. And it's now taking those pictures and stitching them together. I'm hoping to get this more optimized as I go, so there's not a huge gerchonk when you run over a border, because that can be frustrating. And we're going to come up, and this is sort of the thing that fascinated me, was the idea of coming up over a bluff and seeing a new city that, it's not just like Balmora. It's not Whiterun. It's not just the same city you've been to 1,000 times, though those cities are glorious. And when I first discovered Balmora and Morrowind when I was a teenager, that was one of the pivotal moments of me realizing that this is what I love. Like, I can't really explain the feeling, but the idea of a procedurally generating city is something that fascinates me. And although all my little buildings are all the same and it's quite simple, I'm really trying to deliver on the idea and the feeling of running over a bluff and seeing like a city that you'd never even thought was there, and the magic behind that. And so I just wanted to show you guys that. That's the rub. That's how far I've gotten. And yeah, thanks so much, you guys, for checking that out. I really appreciate it. All right, once again, I'm so excited. I got to show it off again. All right, it's generating. Generates those 3 tiles. I have it set on sort of a timer. That's not really what you want to do. You want to have an event-driven system. And so hopefully in the fullness of time, it won't be timered like that. Like, I have it spaced out so it waits a second, but really it should be event-driven. But there we go again. You come over the bluff and you see the city that you've never seen before, that the computer built. And you don't know what it's going to look like. All right, you guys, this is the other thing I wanted to show you, is my trader system. I've developed a trading profession, and so the NPCs, this was the hardest one. The NPCs will be a trader. Obviously, I'd like a little like a market stand kind of thing with like little produce stuff in it. And so it would obviously not just be a dude standing underneath an umbrella. It would be an actual trader. So it's not quite done, but I wanted to show you guys what it is. After a certain amount of time, they'll be done trading, and they'll actually pack up and move to another city. And that's what I was trying to that's what I said I was trying to deliver on in my last video, is like two cities and traders going back and here he goes. Two traders sort of going back and forth. And so instead of doing that, I was like, I don't just want to make two cities. I want to make cities spawn in general. And so I bit off a little bit of big a piece of me to chew, or whatever, too big a piece of the cookie. And so this is why this took me months and months. It was horrendously difficult to figure all this stuff out. So he now has gone to the very center of the city first, and now he's headed towards the next city. And it looks like he's going into the ocean. But it looks like this little lip here, I think it turns into a city over here. And so we're going to follow him into the ocean, which hopefully won't be in the production version of the game. But I still have so much work to do. So he's going to go into the ocean. We're going to just speed up time at this point. And so I'll catch you guys on the flippity. All right, you guys, welcome back. So you saw how we walked through the ocean and didn't drown. You could see the old city in the distance. I'm not culling that out properly. And the way you would do that is using like level of detail. Oh, there's another guy coming out of there. I didn't know he was following us. So now we're in the new city, and you can see how our trader over here, what's his name? Our trader, Marcellus Aemilius, he now has, you see how he's posting up a trade stand in a new city? You can see where I'm going with that. Like, you can follow a trader to a new city. I think this guy's a trader too. He might set up a trade stand too. And Publius Flavius. So Publius Flavius sets up a trade stand in the other city. And so you could follow a trader to a different city and watch them set up their trade stand. And maybe this guy sells fish and this guy sells, I don't know, wool? I don't know. I'm not that far along yet. So you could see what I'm doing there, I hope. That was tough to do, getting the NPCs to walk back and forth. There was all types of technical difficulties there. So yeah, you guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I think you're seeing where I'm going with this now. I'm really trying to deliver the real thing. No illusions, no tricks. These NPCs are real, and they're living and breathing. And you are one of them that walks around. Kind of like how Manor Lords, you can be the Manor guy and walk around the Manor Lord area. But I noticed a lot of the colliders aren't in place in Manor Lords. Like, you can walk through kind of walls sometimes and stuff. But Manor Lords is chipping away at the thing that I'm trying to do too. It's like, it's attempting to have a first person or third person version of a city builder. That's what I'm doing. I want the city to actually exist. I want the NPCs to actually work. I want them to actually progress. And I don't want you to be a god looking at them from above. I want you to be a person that interacts with them. Look, there's farmers over there. They planted their wheat field. And if you remember, you can plant grapes too. Here, let's see. Can you just plant a grape? Let's see if we can plant a grape. This is grape seeds. So I think you have to dig a hole though first. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's see. So I think I made it so you have to do it on the grass. And so you aim with the right mouse button, and then you click where you want it to. So you've now like sort of dug a hole, kind of, or what's it called when you plow something? And now we can put a seed down on the plowed area. So we would need to then, let's put I think this is the grape seed. So we put the grape seed in, and then we equip it. Now we can put it here, and it'll grow a, grapevine, more or less. And it should be slower than this, obviously. And maybe it shouldn't just expand in the Y direction. It should just sort of scale so it's smaller and gets bigger and bigger. But you see how little grapes grow on the little grapevine here? And I just want to say that This is my modeling skills. I did the grapes. So now you see why I kind of have to rely on these third-party assets to use models. I'm just not really a great modeler, you guys. But eventually they get big enough and then you can pick them. Or I guess I can't pick them yet. I don't know. Maybe they got to be fully grown or something. So we'll wait a second. We'll see if they fully grow. I haven't tested this in a while. This is awesome. Sometimes you look back on the work you did. Oh, you can see harvest now. So now it's ready to be harvested. And now we can go, can we pick this one? Now we can go and we can see that there's more grapes in our inventory here. And then we put the grapes in our hotbar. We can then equip them and then we can eat them. And he does a squat when he eats. I haven't figured that out yet, but I think it's the collider of the grapes is signaling to the model that it sort of has something on top. And so then the model up goes into crouch mode, sort of like it wants to creep. Like this is the creeping. It's because I set up a mask so the upper half of the body isn't actually creeping. So I just wanted to show you guys, I'm fighting for it. This is definitely my dream. I want this. And now we'll move on to the what is to come in the future segment. And we're going to be working on sea trading and ports. And I'm going to have to do ships and like having a platform on the water, which I'm sort of stressing out about already. I know it's going to be really difficult. So you guys, thank you so much. Peace. This has been another Woodsman the Peasant production. Don't forget to walk softly and carry a big dream. Peace.